Welcome to another episode of My Thoughts. Today we're going to be discussing vegans, something else I know very little about, but for that reason I have a definition right here in front of me. Vegan, noun, a person who does not eat or use animal products. Adjective, using or containing no animal products. Okay, vegans. I can only think of two reasons someone would become vegan. Maybe they don't want to hurt the animals, which I would argue you're probably not stopping the meat market at all. Vegans are probably not changing the world at all. Or there's the other type of vegans who they want to do it for health reasons. They want to be healthy. They want to be fancy. And here's what I have to say. What a time to be alive, that you can feel so entitled that you're going to give yourself a special name, a vegan, and you're going to actually slow down the rest of your friends and family by saying, oh, no, I can't eat that. We often liken vegans to CrossFitters because they're real quick to talk about themselves, and they're real quick to try to sell you on becoming a vegan. And I feel like a lot of people have this weird relationship with door-to-door people who try to sell you religion. They go, oh, I hate that shit. But is veganism that much different? It's always a vegan trying to tell you some shit. They're like juggalos. Like, they have to tell you about ICP. They have to tell you all this shit. Smash Outcast says it's basically a religion. It is, really, and it makes about as much sense as Scientology. I'm just kidding. Don't tell Aaron Cairo that. It really makes no sense to me, and here's the thing. I always say this all the time, and it's not a great argument, but it's one that I always use. Do you think you could be a vegan 1,000 years ago? I think you'd probably just die. You would just die. Your body would fucking die. Or you'd become weaker and some smallpox bullshit or some tiny disease would just kill you because you'd be a weak person. Oh, speaking of that, a lot of vegans these days, I feel like, are weak on the inside and out. Now, are there a lot of professional athletes who are vegan? Probably not. What people like to do is they always do this thing where they say, oh, well, there's that one guy who plays professional racquetball, and he's a vegan. So, yeah, you don't need meat to fucking play sports. Thank you. And then you go, oh, yeah, well, what about the other 99.9% of people who are basically paid based on how well they can perform, based on how fucking efficient they are at, I don't know, moving a ball or being bigger or stronger or faster than everyone else. Just generally being a better human being, stronger human being, more apt to take care of others, right? They do this shit to their kids too. Vegan parents make their kids vegan, so their kids just grow up being weak and scrawny and shit. And then, I don't know, again, I'm very uneducated, so vegans in the comments, feel free to enlighten me. I'm very one-sided on this, but I'm also very uneducated. But like Avising says, 0.5% of the population are vegans. They change nothing. And I had a conversation with some chick one day in Asian John's kitchen. And she's like, I'm vegan, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, is it like you don't want to hurt the animals? Or is it like a health thing? And she's like, oh, I just really like, they're really mean to animals. And I don't want to be a part of it. And I was like, oh, that's kind of like noble, right? You don't want to be a part of it. But you know you're not changing anything at all, right? Nothing? Like, ever since veganism became a popular word, if that even is a popular word, I guess 0.5% doesn't make it very popular. But ever since that shit caught on and was a mainstream idea, do you think less chickens died? Do you think less pigs died? Do you think I enjoyed steak less? Like, you couldn't even change my opinion right now. So how are you going to change this multi-billion-dollar industry? I have a dog. I don't like animals being tortured, but I also like eating the food. And I think a lot of vegans do this thing where they're like, hey, why don't you watch this video of a fucking pig being destroyed by this machine? And I go, I don't really want to watch that. They go, oh, why? You don't want to see animals getting hurt? And it's like, yeah, exactly. I don't want to see animals getting hurt, but I also want to continue living my life eating good food. What about these? Where do we draw the line? Also, I feel like this is probably true for more than half of all vegans. I would say more than half. This adjective right here says using or containing no animal products. Now, animals are a part of everything, right? They're a part of your creams. They're a part of your toothpaste. They're a part of your pants. They're a part of your shirt. And if they're not, then they were somehow involved in something, right? So, all vegans, if you're really fucking down, you should just die. You should just go and die, because you can't use any animal products. Driving a car, don't cars run on, like, the dead remains of dinosaurs? You goddamn hypocrites! Save the dinos! Notorious DQ says, technically, plants are living things too. Why is it okay for them to eat those, but not animals? Answer me that, vegans! Why is it okay? Save the plants, save the dinosaurs, save the animals, but still eat the meat and become a strong, useful member of society. Where do we draw the line, people? Dingo says, something that vegans overlook is all the mice and rabbits and other animals that get destroyed when fields are harvested. What about the grasshoppers? What about the ladybugs? What about the hummingbirds? What about the butterflies? Answer me that, vegans! Feel like a real Alex Jones right now. Recently, I saw something on Facebook, and maybe one of you guys in the comments can enlighten me or remind me as to what it was, but it was somebody talking about how vegans are actually more detrimental to the environment than regular meat eaters. And I wish I could fucking remember that, but that's why I got you guys to comment and make me a smarter person. We've done My Thoughts in the past, and every time we do a My Thoughts, I get a little bit smarter. Soul MC says vegan meals in school in France are illegal. Sacre bleu! I have to go to France, omelette du fromage. KY says, I met a vegan once. She was a monster. See? If KY said it, god damn it, they're monsters. They're just eating up all the plants. Dingo, the machines kill the animals that burrow. Save the animals! Leave Britney alone! Avising says, yup, because it takes more coal, fossil fuels, to farm soy and wheat, among other things. I don't know what that means, but I'm getting real sick of you fucking vegans. Obviously not a topic that I am educated in, so again, I leave it to you guys to educate me. Please, make me feel dumber than I already am in a comment below. Also, let me know in the comments what My Thoughts episode we should do next. I will see you guys tomorrow. Kuna Matata, bitches. In the arms